Two friends, two time zones, and a shared love of stories.
I'm Freya.
And I'm Jamie.
Bridging time zones one chapter at a time.
Welcome to Once Upon a Time Zone. Hi everyone, welcome back to Once Upon a Time Zone. Today we're going to talk about books that made us cry, and we actually have the perfect guest joining us here today for this topic, and that is book bestie Madison Kait. Welcome to the pod!
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh, overdue. We've been wanting to have you on for so long, and we're just like, why haven't we done it? Let's get you on. So
I know,
happy
I
you're
love
here.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And like perfect topic for you to join because like we all love crying. We all love when words make us cry. So
I know.
Love that for us.
Best.
It's going to be wonderful. Yeah. So essentially today we are going to go through a bunch of books that all three of us, or like at least two of us, I think, have read, and we're going to rate them on a cry scale. So like how hard did we cry on a scale from 1 to 10? It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
there will be no
first
tears
things
shed
first.
except for when there was.
With previous tear shed.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't cry today, but you know,
That's the
crying
goal.
has already happened. That's the goal.
You
Let's
never
all stay
know.
happy.
Yeah,
never know.
literally. You know, you start talking about a book and and then the tears are coming.
You get the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Feelings, all come up. Okay, so first things first, we need to do current reads. And Mads, as our guest of honor today, you're going first. What are you reading?
I love it. Okay, I actually literally started today, and I have the unhinged goal still of completing this book today, so we'll see if I can actually do that because I am, in fact, still the slowest reader ever. However, I started Tropesick by Okie today, her second book to the best worst thing. They're not connected at all. Not to the best worst thing. I don't know why I said it like that, but also by Okie, and so good. Comes out June 16th. Everyone's eyes peeled. It's very good.
Oh. Wait, what else has she written? What was her other book?
She wrote The Best Worst Thing. It's that like black and white picture cover with the yellow font.
Yeah, it's a very like
it's a distinct cover.
Standout kind of cover. Yeah.
It is. I know. I feel like it's like kind of under the radar. People either like see it everywhere or haven't heard a ton about it. But I rated it like 6 stars renounding in February. And then the publisher saw it and sent me Tropesick. And this one is like, it's so fun because it's two ghostwriters. They have like a childhood past. It's like super focused on grief, but they're ghostwriting a story for a famous romance author. And the tropes are girl next door and brother's best friend. And they are girl next door and brother's best friend.
Oh.
And it's inspired by Ashley
so
Poston.
Wait.
We love.
We love.
Is she an Aussie author? Am I thinking of the right one?
No, I don't actually. You know what? I was going to say I don't know, but I actually read today on the back of the book that she's not. I don't think she lives in California.
Okay.
But maybe
I don't know why I had that in my head. Maybe I'm thinking of a similar book.
It's possible.
Actually, you know what? Before we were, the cover is very similar, and she's Australian.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah,
that's so funny.
Okay, well now we have it all straight, figured out now. Great.
Yeah,
all of our wires uncrossed.
Yeah, is this book going to make you cry, do you think?
Yeah, like I would imagine. Like that would be, I would imagine it would, but I haven't yet. Although I did The Best Worst Thing, I did cry like at least a little bit in like the first 30 pages because it like shit hit the fan immediately.
Wow.
But I would imagine, but it's also like it's quite. No, I don't want to say it like that. It's not rare that I don't cry in a book, but I do often tear up. Like if a character feels something. Yeah, I feel like that's my greatest joy in life is for a one tear at least.
No, literally. It's the best feeling. Like just a little bit, just a little, like not full on sobbing every single book because we wouldn't be okay. No. But just a little tear. That's all we want.
No, exactly. I know. Because then it's like, I liked you. I must have liked you if I'm connected, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Freya, what are you reading?
I literally just picked it up this morning, but it is The Wretched by Adalyn Grace. So I got an arc for it. And it's an angel demon romancy, which I feel like that just goes back to the roots of like YA romancy. I'm actually not sure if it's a YA or adult, to be honest. I think it's YA. But yeah, it's fun so far. I'm literally only like 40 pages in, but it's literally just straight into action. We've got demons attacking everyone. They're trying to become like graduate to like become angel kind of things. I don't know, but I'm having a fun time.
Wow.
Do you think you started it today?
Yeah, this morning. I got up early.
Isn't it like only 9 a.m.?
This is what we were just talking about. Before we hit record, we were just talking about how Freya has an entire day before podcast recording at 8 a.m. in Australian time.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. Yeah, no. Like, I want to be Freya when I grow up.
Literally. We all
Yeah.
want to be Freya when we grow up.
The winter isn't helping. I kind of just lie in bed and like lie there with my book because I don't want to get out of bed because it's too cold.
But you're
That's
still
fair.
reading.
So-
like that would
I
be
know. Yeah,
like
let
the
us hype you
equivalent
up.
of that is me on my phone in bed. Like that's what I
Yeah.
do in bed in the mornings. Like I don't read.
No.
I had to like train my brain. I'm not gonna lie. We put the phone on the other side of the room so that I just have to reach for the book and like I have no option.
It's like the
Wait,
most productive member of society.
Do you set an alarm? Like using your phone?
Sometimes I have like a really strong body clock. Like I just wake up at like 6 a.m. every day and I can't change it. And like it's
Don't
great,
change
but
it.
also
That's
on
great.
nights that like I've stayed up late or something and I've gotten like 4 hours sleep and then I wake up at 6 a.m. I'm like, are you kidding me? Just needed a little bit more.
I
Just
do
a
the
little bit.
same thing too. I do and it's because it's summer now here, like getting to summer,
Yeah.
I'm waking up at like 5 a.m. and I'm like, why? But then I just lie on my bed and go on my phone for like 2
I know.
hours.
No, I know. And then you wake up with that like cortisol spiked. It's great. You wake up like I didn't even give today a chance.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh my god.
We have some habits to fix. Okay.
Okay,
what
and
am I
Jamie.
reading?
Jamie, yeah, what are you reading?
I'm actually reading The Shippers by Katherine Center. So I'm actually reading
Okay.
something happy and fun for once.
I love.
It's very summer vibes. It's one of those books where I'm like, if I don't pick it up this summer, I won't until next year. So I had to read it because it's set on a cruise ship. We have like our protagonist who is kind of like really bad at love. She's had a lot of failed relationships and she's going on this cruise that is actually a destination wedding for her sister. And during this cruise, everyone comes up with a scheme. Like her sister, her family, everyone's in on this. They're like, you're going to find love on this cruise. So everyone's in on the plan. They recruit her childhood best friend, who's a guy, to be her wingman. And they like target this one guy that used to be her childhood crush that was her neighbor. And they're like, you're going to fall in love with him on this cruise. But she starts spending more time with her childhood best friend. And like, we all know where that's going to go. So
I wonder.
it's one of those. Yeah. It's like,
I love.
It's cute though.
I wonder what's going to happen. Yeah, the thing about this is like it's so predictable so far. I'm like 150 pages in and everything that's happened, I'm like, this is so like I knew this was coming. But the way it's written, I'm like, it's just fun. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
It's like over the top cheesy rom-com, but I feel like I needed this because I've just
Zero
read
brain
some
power.
very emotional things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were chatting about this actually in our last episode, our last current reads, but I just read Into the Blue by Emma Brodie, and that
Did
just
you
like
love it?
I loved it so much. Wait, have you read
Okay,
this
good.
one?
I haven't, not yet. I was gonna read it
Okay.
in May, and then Bailey was like, "No, you can't read it now because you're gonna want to annotate it. Like you're gonna regret not annotating it." So I was like, "Okay." So I
Yeah.
haven't yet.
Yeah. No, that speaking of books that will make you cry, Confirmed.
I know.
Confirmed
Yeah.
cry. It was beautiful.
Confirmed
But
cry.
yeah. After that, I'm like, I
Stamp
just
of
need something
approval.
light and fluffy.
Yeah,
So yeah, there we have it.
I love it.
Okay, before we get into it, I have one piece of book news that I just need to talk about because this was
Okay.
insane. So, I know Freya, you've read ML Wang, but Mads, have you read like Blood Over
I
By
haven't.
Sword of Kaigen?
No, but they're
Okay.
on my list. I feel like those will devastate me. Like I feel like those are ones that I
will.
know will devastate
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
They will.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun news though. She released a secret book that she just dropped. There was no announcement. There was no like lead up to it. It was like, hey, I have a book, and she published it for free. You could just download it from her website, and so I
That's so
downloaded
sick.
it. Yeah.
And
But I'm like, who does that? So I have it on my Kobo now. It's ready to read, but it's called Destiny's Edge. It's a sapphic fantasy. And the premise of it is we have like a very powerful warlord who sends a convoy consisting of his 10 best men and his 4th wife to escort his newest bride home. But the 2 brides fall in love, is what I'm seeing from the synopsis.
Wait, that eats. Wait, that's so good.
Right? Everyone's like, wait, ML Wong did sapphic fantasy. Like, hold on.
Is this going to give emotional devastation too?
Probably.
I mean,
right?
Yeah, I feel like
just judging from her other books, I'm like, it's gonna hit hard.
It's
gonna hurt.
Crazy behavior.
Who does
just
that?
dropping that?
Who just releases books for free?
Like, I was like, that's like the love of the game, though. Like, that's like you love writing so much, and it's like I'm not here to make a bag. That's not why we're here. Like, I want you to meet these characters now, and if I go through publishing, we're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, it's literally just like, here you go. Here's the file. Download it. I'm like, really? Like, I felt like I was stealing.
It's giving like Wattpad back in the day.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. But like high quality.
But like good. Yeah.
Hopefully.
But like an adult.
Yeah.
Not like 13 years old, one chapter at a time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So that was really exciting. Okay. Getting on track though, let's talk about book cries. Our first question is, this is a hard one.
It is.
What is everyone's biggest book cry of all time? Like the one that stands out to you?
I knew this going in. I knew this going in. This was going to be hard to answer. Knew that this was going to be a harder to answer. And then as soon as you asked me, I was like, why was it a hard one to answer? But then I thought harder on it. This is going to make sense in a second. I thought harder on it. I was like, this is a really bad podcast to come on and say this book because it's embarrassing because you guys don't love this book and this book I love. And it devastated me and it is Alchemised.
I know what it is. I knew. Yeah. I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, no, I know that there's more. There's others, but if we're talking biggest book cry, Alchemised, I then did the day I finished it. The next day drove 18 hours, and I sobbed for at least 10 of them. Like the last line of that book played on repeat in my head. I actually was not okay after that book. That was the one time I finished a book, and I called my mom on that drive, and I was like, I actually like maybe should go to therapy. This is like maybe gone back.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Where were you driving 18 hours to?
From PEI back to Toronto. But I did PEI to Montreal in one day. So it was 14 hours. But I had to stop and I had my dog but yeah.
By yourself?
I know.
It's intense.
I don't find it's not like that bad. Like it sucks, but it's not like that bad. I listened to like 3 books.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always seeing your like road trip audiobook vlogs and stuff. And I'm like, back on it again.
Always. I know. Well, that's like because my boyfriend lived in Montreal and I lived in Toronto, obviously, near JB.
Yeah.
So it was always like when I was coming to visit him. And then that's why I moved here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. That makes it a little bit easier. A little less road trips.
A little bit. Yeah. But most tears of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't read very fast, but I listen at 3 times speed.
Yeah, that's insane to me.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, me on like 1.7. I'm like, I can't go faster
to get to
than
2.
That.
I know. I like work up. Like sometimes it's not immediately 3 times, but I talk really fast. So I feel like I hear fast.
Yeah.
Okay. That actually tracks. That fits.
Yeah.
I talk so slow, so it makes sense that
but it's calming.
I listen slowly too.
No, but like that's
Jamie
like I watch
a very calming voice.
Yeah, both of you guys have calming voices. You guys are some of the booktubers that I put on, and I'm like, oh, whoa! I give manic. There's a problem. Like editing myself and then watching you guys is like, oh goodness.
I feel like
that's why we love you.
That's why we love you. Yeah, like I feel like when everyone watches you, like we're all so engaged. I get so many comments and messages of people being like, oh, I love putting you on in the background. You're like the best background noise. I'm like, honestly, I'll take it.
Yeah. That's so funny. I get a lot of comments of like, I have no idea what you just said. And I had to put you in 0.75 times speed.
Wait, people are slowing you down. That's so funny.
So I get it sometimes for sure. Like I definitely, and also I feel like since talking to a camera, it's gotten worse because I'm like talking to myself all the time. I'm never like regulating for anyone else's reading speed. And I so frequently in real life now see people's eyes just glaze over of like, I have no idea what you just said. So it's a skill we're working on.
I love it. I love it.
But I also feel like when you're talking to a camera, you're just trying to get everything out like as quickly as like to keep up with your mind. You just kind of get everything out, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So you don't end up with 1 hour long wrap-ups like I do.
Yeah.
But it's because you care, okay? It's because you care.
I do.
You feel things deeply.
You
can't leave things out.
I can't. I need to get it all out.
Right?
Okay.
I know.
Speaking of, Freya, what's your biggest book cry?
This one's really, really hard. Like I feel like it takes a lot for me to like bawl over a book. I will tear up a lot, but it takes a lot for me to like bawl over a book. I feel like the one that stands out the most is Jade Legacy. I don't think I have like been such an emotional wreck over a book before. I was just like, I feel like I'd just gone on such a journey with these characters, and because I'd read all the books back to back to back, which doesn't always happen for me. I don't usually do that.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I was just like an emotional, like I was reading it and I like couldn't see. So I had to put on the audiobook, and then that just made it worse. So I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do right now. I think that's at least the last one. The other one I feel like that goes up to that is A Little Life for obvious reasons.
Yeah. That makes
traumatizing.
Yeah.
I haven't done that one yet. I don't think.
I wouldn't, to be honest. I don't recommend that on anyone.
I would be worried for you. I would be worried.
Yeah. Like you
never
need
hear
to an
from me
emotional
again.
Like hourly check-ins with that one. Like, how are you doing? Do you need a distraction? Are you okay?
No, genuinely, that would, I would need the check-in. I know. And did you read the Jade series like recently? Like that's a recent series, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it was like I read the last one in like February or something. And I think it's got to be the top of my year so far. I just like, I genuinely had no idea where that book was going. And then by the end, I was just like, I can't deal right now.
So good.
Like nobody talk to me for 24 hours, please.
You should have told that to Fonda. You should have told her.
I know,
like,
I really should be like,
you. Cry.
Yeah.
You. Oh, wait, Mads, I don't think you know this, but when I met R.F. Kuang, like at her book signing, I like blacked out on our like 5-second interaction, but I'm pretty sure like the only thing I said was like you destroyed me or something, like you made me cry, and then she just like smiled up at me like I'm like
she's got such an innocent face.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah, she's like, she's probably heard it like 1,000 times like that day, but I didn't know what else to say, so I was like, you made me cry. She's like,
You're like, you devastated me. I've never recovered. Thank you.
Yeah. That's such a thing though. Like when you meet authors at these kind of like author signings, like what do you say to them? Because sometimes like my mind just draws to a blank and it's like, you're not a real human. I don't know how to talk to you.
Yeah, not at all.
You've got 5 seconds to make an impression.
Yeah, I know. And also like I don't matter. Like I don't want you to remember me. I just want I want to have been in your presence. I like hope I'm unmemorable, you know?
Well, I hope R.F. Kuang doesn't remember me from that interaction because it's not my proudest moment. What was my biggest book?
Yes, I am so curious.
You know what? Speaking of R.F. Kuang, it was The Burning God. It was. I don't think anything will ever top that. I think the book that's come the closest to that was probably Atmosphere, I think.
Oh, true.
That one came close, but I do still think like The Burning God, I was hyperventilating. Like I couldn't breathe. And
I'm also scared of that series now. And like you guys are selling both of these series and you've been selling them. I've owned both of them for so long, but I'm scared.
Yeah. Emotional trauma for sure. Okay, the thing about The Burning God though is like you finish the book and it's like devastated. And then at the end of it, there's a novella, at least in my printed copy, there's a novella at the end of it that goes through certain significant moments through another character's point of view. And it was just like the double, like, okay, you're destroyed. We're going to hit you with this novella. It was cruel. It was cruel. It was the toughest thing I've ever done. Ever.
Ever. Just actually ever.
It was just that. I think someone commented on one of my videos once because, like, we're so dramatic, I feel like, as readers, that it was in a TBR video, and I picked a book, and I was kind of debating between two, and I said something like, I'm gonna pick this one, it's probably the worst decision I've ever made in my life. And, like, I got comments being like, you're so dramatic. I'm like, I know.
Like, where's the fun in not being? Like, of course I'm dramatic.
Yeah, like we're literally picking our reads out of a TBR jar. It's dramatic.
It's important. I know.
It's important.
Important
This
decisions.
is a whole month of my life, okay? Everything I read comes out of this jar, okay?
It's serious. It's
Serious.
business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into our books and get into our cry scales. So we have a list of books here. They've all made us, at least like two of us, cry, I think. But we're gonna, 1 lowest cry, 10 highest cry. First book we're gonna talk about, The Ballad of Falling Dragons by Sarah A. Parker.
Oh, no, 10. Yeah. I cried 22 times. And that's not even, I cried the whole last 70 pages. I also, like, love that series, like, in a way that's not normal. But no, 10. That's like, it's on par with Alchemised for me in terms of rating and in terms of cry.
22 cries, though? 22?
Yeah, because I took a video every time I cried. So I did count it.
Oh my goodness. Wait, how many pages is that book? Because I want to divide it by 22, and then we get the ratio of, like, how many pages it took for you to cry again.
Like, it was like 586, right? Something like that?
Yeah,
in hardcover.
I think
it was like not enough.
586. Hold on, I'm going to do 586 divided by...
Yeah.
22. 26.
I cried in the prologue.
Every 26 pages you cried.
Yeah.
If we're evening it out.
I know. I had also just refinished my reread of When the Moon Hatched. Like, I finished the last 50 pages of When the Moon Hatched and then read the first 50 pages of Ballad. And the prologue after having just finished When the Moon Hatched. Yeah. I also like that I cried talking to Bailey about what might happen later in the series. Like, I don't know how to be normal about media ever, but, like, especially not this series.
Oh my goodness. I cried 0 times. So
that's crazy.
I'm gonna rate it a 1. I got a little, like, emotional
misty
at parts. Yeah, it was kind of like, ooh, this kind of hurts, but, like, no actual tears. So I might have to rate this a 1. But, like, I loved it. Like, I loved the entire journey. I will say, though, I made the mistake of not rereading When the Moon Hatched. And so for first, like, 50 pages, I was like, I'm so confused right now. Like, what are all these words? What are all these names? It's like I remember all the characters, but matching them to the names, I'm like, okay, which brother is that one? Like, which brother? Like, I was just lost. I was lost. But after the first 50 pages, settled in, loved the story, loved the book, but it didn't make me, like, cry.
Yeah, that one did.
Yeah.
That one did.
I literally have, like, a vivid memory because I got a slightly early edition of it. And I also did the reread. I was like, I have to reread When the Moon Hatched. And so I read it. And I would say I was probably a 2. Like, I definitely watered up. Like, my eyes watered up, but I didn't bawl. And then I was seeing your videos and I literally messaged Jamie and I was like, am I a cold-hearted monster? Like, what is wrong?
Not at all. I'm just fragile and, like, really don't know how to, like, if I love something, it's like I love it in a way that shouldn't be normal. It was also just, like, the way, I think it also is, like, the way something's written. Like, the way Sarah A. Parker described feelings. I'm like, I felt that way. Yeah.
No, she's really descriptive with things, which I think helps because it gets you there. It, like, guides you to the emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I know.
Okay.
Anyways.
I love that. Anyways.
All right, next.
Okay. I mean, you've kind of talked about this one, but the next one we had on our list was Alchemized. So I'm guessing this is also 10. 11,
yeah, those are, like,
maybe.
my 2 probably, 10 of all times. Those are, like, probably the only 2 that I would classify as 10. So this is, like, you're really setting me up for failure here.
No, Freya just like asked me this like before we hit record or like before we joined the call. She was like, "Are you setting this up for just like pain and failure right now to have those two as the first books we're bringing up?"
Like a little bit.
A little. I mean,
In a good way.
Yeah, I was just thinking of books that like really made you cry, that I remember really made you cry. So I'm like, we're gonna start with those ones.
I love it. We'll start there and then we'll work our way to a softer place.
We'll start. Okay, Alchemized, I would give it a 2 cry. I would give it a 2 cry because I did actually, at that very last line, I shed maybe like half a little bit of a tear.
Yes,
it was just like, ooh, that was hard hitting. Like that very last line that if you've read the book, you know it's how powerful it is. That made me cry a little tiny bit. So I would give this a 2.
I think similar. I didn't cry until the end, but then I did cry in like the last chapter, I would say. So maybe like a 3 or a 4.
Ooh,
but I feel like
spice it up.
I went in with this expecting to bawl my eyes out, and then I didn't. And then I was like, oh, like why again? I was like, am I a cold-hearted monster? I questioned myself a lot.
Never.
I mean, yeah. I feel like because I read Manacled first, I already knew the story, so I wasn't going to be that emotionally impacted by it again.
Yeah.
So that probably didn't help on the cry factor.
I know. I also feel like that. I also think that's why I loved it so much. I also found it like Alchemized was so cool because the story was already there and then she had to make the world. Do you know what I mean?
The world was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like all the first bit, I think, or like when did we do? Yeah, the first bit when we were doing all the world building and learning about how all like the necromancy and stuff worked. I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah.
I feel like my thing was I wanted the book before that. Like I wanted to see where everyone was before that. Like I wanted to have more time with our characters before the devastation hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. That's fair. Wait, you did the reading order of like the rereading part 1 after whatever, right? Mads?
Me?
Oh. Yeah,
No, I reread the prologue after finishing part 2.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, that's the special reading order that I've seen people do.
Well, now people are saying to read part 2, part 1, and then part 3. But because that is chronological order.
Oh.
Yeah. But because when you read the prologue, the part 2 ends off right when the prologue starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of makes sense. I feel like it's always kind of weird switching up reading order, though. Like, especially on first read. It's like read it
and I read the prologue.
Yeah.
I read it the first time. And it's also only 2 pages. It was more just like emotional impact. Yeah.
Is it only 2 pages?
Yeah. I can almost quote it. I know it down to the wire.
Can we have a little like recital right now?
Oh. Honestly, no. I will cry, so we can't.
Okay, yeah, we promised each other we weren't gonna cry.
There were gonna be no real tears. I'm just sitting here like and
Oh no. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Bit of a different tone. This is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I can't remember if I cried. I did.
Like at least like a 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty strong.
Yeah. I would say like Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez was like an 8. And then like Say Remember Me was like a 6. That would be mine.
Yeah. I think it was less for
if
me.
I cried in that one too.
Than her others.
Just for the Summer?
Just for the Summer, the way it ties
I definitely
together.
cried in Just for the Summer.
Yeah, everyone
and
did.
Then,
maybe I did. I can't remember. Why
you
can't
must
I remember?
have. Knowing you must have. There's just no way.
Surely.
Yeah.
We know the things that make me cry at this point.
Yeah.
Wait, Freya, what's your rating?
I feel like I'm gonna go a 3. I don't remember. I think I remember there's one scene that really stuck with me from that, And that I definitely teared up in, but I don't think I cried as much as I did in Just the Summer. I even cried a little bit in Yours Truly, to be completely honest. So I feel like maybe I went in prepped. I don't know, but this is probably the least out of those three.
We love prepping for a cry.
Yeah, literally.
I may give this one a 3 too, just because I don't remember. Okay. Like I literally
preemptively.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that reading vlog and see if I cried during it. So I'll have to do a little deep dive into my own reading vlogs because I literally don't remember. I can't.
Yeah, I feel like I do that sometimes. I'm like, did that make me cry? It's like, yeah, no, obviously it did. Yeah,
yeah, obviously. If it's documented,
literally.
It did. Okay, next one is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir.
Like yeah, 5 or 6.
The silence.
Yeah. Yeah, quite a bit.
This was
maybe
like
a 4.
The highest one for me so far. Really?
Okay, love that. Yeah, that's where I'll settle. Because it was like a couple times, not the whole book, but 4. That's my final answer. Noted.
I love how a couple times for you is a 4.
Yeah, for us it'd be like a 7 or 8, but
yeah, just a couple times. I think I'd give this one like a 6, maybe. I'll give this one a 6. Yeah, got a little emotional.
I feel like I'd have to go like a 3. I really didn't. I loved it. Like I love this book so much, but I really didn't cry till like the very end. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. There was one point I cried towards the end, but it was probably like twice, and it wasn't like bawling. But as I said, I'm hard to get a tear out of. You have to really
crack
work
you.
Yeah. I feel like the reread of Project Hail Mary hurt more.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, maybe I'm like, because I definitely cried during the movie so many times, and like both watches I did, I'm like I sobbed my eyes out both times. Yeah, I'm gonna stay at a 6 with this one.
Okay, highest so far.
Good settle.
Highest so far. Good settle. Next one. Okay, Freya, you might have to sit out on this one. I'm so sorry, but My Friends by Frederick Backman.
Like 8 or 9.
Yeah, this one's pretty high.
Yeah.
This is pretty high for me.
Yeah, no, that has like every theme that like is a tearjerker. Like it's not even that it's just good. It is really good, but the themes and the way they weave together is like, I would say, yeah, it's giving cold-hearted if you didn't cry. I'm kidding, but more so than other ones.
Okay, we need to get Freya in on this one now. Like this is your sign. Maybe after your vacation.
I'm not gonna lie. Like Frederick Backman scares me. Like I've only read 2 books by him, and I've like cried in both of them. So I'm a little bit terrified of him now. I'm like, I'm scared. What are you gonna do?
The thing is, like, you've read 2 of the Beartown, and those are his most dark and depressing reads. His other ones,
this isn't dark. Yeah,
they're a bit more of like an uplifting cry. Like you'll cry, but you'll feel good about it. It's a very different mood. Yeah.
It's like how people help each other.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that'll get me.
Yeah. Like I was just going to say, like, the sentiment of My Friends is like that when you're a kid, like everything is weighed in summers. Like summers weighed so much because that was like what you dictated your entire year around. And then as you grow up and you don't have summers anymore, like what becomes summer? Like what are the things that we do for each other when summers aren't there anymore?
Yeah.
Stop. That's so cute.
I know. No, it's so good.
It's
You're like, but it's winter for me now.
I know.
The seasonal things are hard.
Yeah.
They are. Maybe it'll hit more because I'm just missing summer.
Yeah.
I feel like
honestly fair.
We have you on some summer reads, I feel like. I feel like we kind of forced you to read on our timetable.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I have been. Well, I see everyone else reading them, and I'm like, I get FOMO. I'm like, I need to read this.
I love that. Actually, did you hear, though, that this book was originally only going to be the past timeline? Like, the painting was never going to be a part. Like, the story was originally written with, like, no painting and no, like, young girl who loved the painting at all. So it was only, like, the story is told through telling a young girl who's relied on this painting as she's growing up. Like, that's where all the emotional value comes from. Not all of it, but a big part of it. And it was originally just that story that she's being told.
Wow.
I know.
So interesting.
That
I
would have made
know.
such a different book.
Such as like a completely different book. The cover wouldn't even be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cover is literally the
Is
painting.
the painting. Yeah. I know.
Wow.
I know.
This one, I'm going to give this like, it's probably a 7, but I kind of want to give it an 8 because it made me cry within the first 30 pages. And I feel like it gets a bonus point for that. Like if you cry within the first 50 pages, I feel like it needs like a bonus point because like that's so impressive. Yeah.
That's some intense writing.
Yes.
Yeah. And it hooked me right in. And I'm like, I knew it was going to be good jumping in because it was Frederick Backman, of course, but I did not expect to cry within the first 30 pages because I feel like usually his books are a little bit more of a slow burn. Like it takes a little while to settle into them, and then he just puts you in all of the feelings like closer to the end, but caught me so off guard, this one. Like literally page 30, I was sobbing.
Yeah. This is like one of my most annotated books of all time. I like made my mom read it. I made my boyfriend read it. I made like my friends in real life read it. Like my non-reader friends. I was like, read it. No, read it. Remember when we were friends when we were 10? This is what it felt like. I promise. Like, I love you like this.
Friends and summers.
Yeah.
Wait, question. What is your annotating system? Do you have a system or do you just like go with the vibes?
Yeah, honestly, it really is just vibes. I get asked this like literally all the time. That's like, I don't have a key. I don't have like a reason for doing anything. Honestly, like I choose the colors that like match the cover. Like that's like I do a highlighter and tabs that match. And I just work down them. Like I just do like one, like go down it over and over. Like no color connects to anything. I never even considered doing a key. Like I never would have, like, I see people doing it now, but when I started annotating, I never thought of it. And whether I underline or highlight, it's like just what I felt like. Like if I fully highlight it, it's because I was sitting somewhere that I could use a ruler. And if it's like scribble underlined, it's because I wasn't. Or I didn't feel like it. Yeah. Yeah. Or like if something really needs emphasis, I'll emphasize it. But it's never with any rhyme or reason. And it's very rarely like, I think this is going to matter later. It's always like, this was well written. Like I liked that quote, or I like this conversation, I guess.
Yeah.
I love that though.
Yeah.
I feel like
very
it's
lackadaisical.
more fun.
It is. Yeah. I'm not trying to solve anything. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It gets too serious otherwise. It gets too intense.
Yes, literally.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I just got a Kobo, so I'm thinking of, like, I want to start using the stylus and annotating and highlighting that way.
It's so fun.
Like, I can't do it to a physical book. I know you do, but I can't. It goes against all of my nature. So, but with the Kobo, I'm like, I could mark this up as much as I want because it's just like a digital file.
Copy. I know.
So
I'm gonna have to get you, like, I'm gonna have to annotate a book for you one of these days and give it to you as a gift and be like, now you have to keep a destroyed book on your shelf.
Oh, no, but that's so special.
You're like, I promise I'd love it.
No, I actually would. I feel like it'd be so interesting going through an annotated book that, like, not just like anyone, but someone like a friend or whatever has annotated, and just seeing like what you thought about it and what jumped out for you. I feel like that would be so interesting.
I know. We'll have to we'll do a Sisterhood of the Traveling book.
Yeah.
Okay, the thing is though, it's so hard shipping anything to Freya. It's so hard. Australia is like a closed door.
That is true, but I'm sure I've sent merch to Australia, so I think we can figure it out.
True, we could figure it out.
You've got experience.
Yes, I can do.
I sent books to Freya, and they literally, it took, like, first of all, just getting it there was so hard, but then they actually, like, opened it and checked inside the package and, like, sent their dogs after it. And I'm like,
dogs?
they're like, oh, no, it's just books. Yeah. They open it. They're like, there's some weird substances in here. They open it. It's literally 2 books.
Yeah, it's like fantasy books. It's like, yeah. They're nerds.
Like, so highly suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, I can't believe they actually opened it and looked inside. Like,
that's crazy.
And the amount of forms you had to fill out just to send 2 books.
Oh, so many forms.
That's crazy.
Oh,
what 2 books were they?
All over the place. It was A Song to Drown Rivers, which, like,
and I love that book.
I had to make her read, and then Wild Reverence.
Love.
like a fun copy.
But like two books you
incredible.
very much so could have gotten. Like it's not like some like crazy special edition. Like
They were book of the month, and I can't get book of the month. So that was like the thing.
Yeah,
that's so
it was
funny.
Freya's special curated book of the month.
That's so cute. Okay, I love that. That makes sense. And like she waits 11 months for a book that's been out for 11 months.
No, literally. Literally. Okay, next book is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. How much should we cry?
You're making me be a hater. I'm actually convinced you're making me be a hater.
Maybe.
Yeah, where do you guys sit? Yeah, fair. You're like, she hates stuff fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Freya has no fun. Freya hates reading, guys. She doesn't like
any
books.
fake fan.
I feel like that right now.
Yeah.
I love,
like up there for sure.
I love this series. Yeah.
Do you? Okay, yeah. Where do we all sit on this series? I love this series.
I love this series. Freya's a hater.
Like actually hate it or like just
okay?
It's okay. Okay.
I just like I don't like any of the characters. None of them I've connected to.
Okay, that's fair.
And so kind of reading it, I just get like really angry at them. I'm just like, oh. And so
that's fair.
Just like
I mean, like Violet and Xaden, yes, we get mad at them, but like the rest of them, we love them. You love the dragons, though.
Yeah, I love the dragons.
Violet and Xaden.
Yeah, Violet and Xaden.
They're frustrating. It's fine.
I think my issue with it is I read Fourth Wing and then like when it just came out, and then I read Iron Flame when it just came out. And to be honest, I forgot a lot in between those two books. And then I read Onyx Storm when it just came. Like I did no rereads, and I think if I had reread even just Iron Flame before I went into Onyx Storm, that would have made a world of a difference. But I truly just I didn't do it. And now I'm like, one day I do want to reread this series because I think it would make a difference reading them back to back to back. Or at least
I agree. Yeah.
It's
I
one
reread
that
Iron
you
Flame.
have to know the Easter eggs. Yeah, the little hints. Yeah.
Yes. I know. Like even the epigraphs, like rereading those is like, oh duh. You know, about things.
And like and like every single person who had the same thoughts as me has reread it, like who has reread it, have said, oh, it was like 10 times better on the reread. It made so much more sense. And I was like, oh, okay. I feel like I can't rule it out yet. Like I've got to do the reread before at least the next one comes out.
Yeah. I need to just listen to them.
You got some work to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I know. I sobbed. I would say like a good 8. Lay it down.
A good 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still cry sometimes when I think about it. So
I didn't cry as much in this one as I did in like the other books in the series. Like it was my lowest cry out of all of them.
Okay.
So I think I'd give this like a 6 or 7, 6.5. Let's
still
go
up
with
there
that for a cry. Still up there. I mean, I can't really talk about plot points because we don't do spoilers here, but it's like midway point of the book. And I feel like at the end, when that was the moment that was supposed to make me cry, I was just like shock. Like it wasn't cry feeling for me. It was just like, what?
Yeah.
I feel like the ending I only cried because I had already been crying. Not like only, but like I cried throughout the whole last bit and then I put it down and I still cried kind of vibe. That was You
were in the mood. No, for me it was just like flabbergasted. I was just like,
yes.
What? Because it felt like it finished mid-sentence. Literally.
Yeah, and especially because it did. Like, it ended on the end of the page. Like, it literally, you felt like you were going to flip. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you flip the page, it says acknowledgements. And it's like...
Yeah. What do you mean?
No. Yeah. I feel like because it was just kind of absurd and, like, kind of an insane ending, I didn't cry because I was more just, like, feeling surprised.
Yeah,
that's fair. I didn't have the capacity to feel emotional. It was just very weird. It was bizarre.
That's fair. Where do you sit, Freya?
But I did love it.
She's like 0?
I didn't cry once.
Didn't care.
But again,
that's fair.
It's because I'm not connected to the characters. If I was connected to the characters, it would be an entirely different story. Yeah, no. It wasn't as much of a rage read as it was Iron Flame, because that was a rage read.
But, that's fair. I didn't like Iron Flame that much. Like, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it that much the first time. But when I reread it, I was like, oh, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I loved Onyx Storm. So
I'm team
maybe
Iron
you have
Flame.
to do that.
I think Iron Flame is
I really
great.
do.
I'm team Iron Flame.
Fine,
I'm a supporter.
guys, I'll reread it.
You're like, the peer pressure is peer pressuring. Okay.
Fine.
Doesn't
take much.
So you have to read My Friends. You have to read this one. Was there another one we made you have to read? I feel like there's another one we're talking about. And we're like, Freya, you have to read this one.
Look, it happens a lot. I'm not going to lie. My TBRs.
Extensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
This entire podcast is always like, okay, Freya, read this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm just over here like, Jamie, read Voice of Tommen. That's the only thing I have.
I haven't read it either, so you can yell at me too. I know.
I forgot that. I always get mixed up with Magnolia and Voice of Tommen.
Yes.
Obviously, you're a Magnolia girl, but
yeah.
Get ready. Read it.
Yeah. That one's going to hurt too. I know that.
I need someone to like send that one over to me because like realistically, I'm never going to buy it.
That's fair. I get realistically.
That. But if I had it, I would probably maybe pick it up someday. Maybe.
Yeah. The other thing though is I'm like terrified you're going to pick it up and not. Madison, I feel like you'd like it. You'll love it.
I will.
But Jamie's either going to like really like it or really hate it. And I'm really
sad.
How would if I become a hater?
Yeah. And then
you're like, don't set me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of scared to read that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Next book. Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo.
Finally. Guys, I'm not a monster.
I cried.
Finally.
Funny.
No, this one's like high. This one's like a 9. I bawled in this.
I did too.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And it was also, I read it so long ago that I feel like it was one of the first books that really made me cry as well. And I was like, wow, I can actually like really cry over a book.
Mm-hmm.
That was similar with me. Like that was, I feel like I sobbed and I was like, you can sob like this in books? Like I also just like, I didn't see a single thing coming. I was with blinders on. So like, probably like 8. Yeah, I'd go 8.
Wow. Okay, wait.
Did you not cry that much?
What was the first
8?
book?
No, sorry, I cried Jamie.
This is another one I don't remember if I cried reading it because I read it either before I started making videos or I read it like when I first started making videos, and I genuinely don't remember if I cried in this one, so I might have to give it like a 2 just to be safe because I don't remember. This is another. I might have to like go back and revisit my footage and see if I have any.
Do you remember what would have made you cry? Yeah,
I'm like,
okay. I feel like you would know if you cried.
No. I remember the moment. Like I remember what exactly would have made me cry, but I can't remember if I actually shed a tear or if I just kind of felt hurt.
That's fair.
So I don't know. I like
slightly bruised.
A little bit hurt.
Because I know Jamie didn't read the like, what is it, Shadow and Bone?
Shadow and Bone.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I had watched the show though, so I like not that I think that really helps, but but the first time I read Six of Crows, it was like a 4 something, and then Crooked Kingdom was the 5-6 star read, and then I reread both of them, and I was like, okay, now that I know everything, Six of Crows is also amazing and like perfect, and I won't change anything about it.
Yeah, this is another one I have to reread because I read Shadow and Bone afterwards. And now I'm like, I need to reread this, like the entire duology, because, I feel like it just didn't hit me as hard, but maybe it would now because I have more backstory and world building.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
Experience.
Yeah.
Six of Crows is also the book that made me realize I had no media literacy because one of my like very first TikToks ever, I was like, it's about like 6 or 7 of these people and they're in this club, like the Crow Club or something. And someone commented and was like, yeah, Six of Crows. That's why. It didn't dawn on me at all. I posted that willingly on the internet.
It's just on the title. It's okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
No,
titles mean
so
nothing to me.
Sometimes they can be confusing though, because there's, the book 5 Broken Blades by Mai Corland. It's kind of confusing because there are 5 like broken blades, like they kind of describe characters, but there are 6 point of views. So every time I talk about the book, I'm like,
You say
wait,
6?
are there 5 or 6 of them?
That's
But
funny.
the title's 5 broken blades, so you get 6 perspectives. So the title can be misleading sometimes.
Yes.
So like
I only got the title of When the Moon Hatched yesterday. I was just like, because there's moons. Yeah, no, I didn't connect anything to do with that. Favorite book of all time, up there, and didn't connect it until yesterday. So, no,
my
media
goodness.
literacy crisis. It's real.
Wait, that's so funny. You know what the best feeling though is when the title is in the book, like when you're reading the
Yes.
book
Yeah.
and then the title pops up just kind of naturally, like in the flow of a sentence. It feels
Yes.
so good. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is about it. It's like
Annotated.
ugh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. That's
Yeah,
an annotation
That's how you do
moment.
it.
Literally.
I love it. Okay, wait, you did mention, so this was one of the earliest books that you were like, I can cry to. Does everyone remember the first book, like even a childhood book that made you cry?
Yes.
Like ever? Okay, what was it?
The Half-Blood Prince.
Fair.
Or maybe it was Order
Wait.
of the Phoenix. I don't know. It was one of them. It was one of the
Been
Harry
around
Potters,
long.
but like the later ones. And I was like,
Okay.
it was just a few tears. And I was like, oh, I can cry from books. It was like little like grade like
Little
4 or
Freya.
5 Freya, and I was just like,
just a little one. Feel it deeply.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you guys remember?
Mine was very early in life. It was the Velveteen Rabbit.
Oh, fair enough.
Fair. Okay, fine.
And that explains a lot about me today.
Yeah. Literally. I feel like I have no
Literal
idea.
infant.
Literally infant. Yeah. I feel like I have no idea. I have like such few memories of the books I read as a kid because I stopped reading when I was in like grade 4, 5, maybe. No, I must have been older. Grade 6, grade 6, somewhere around there. Because it took me like a year to read the whole Twilight series. And my mom read all of Breaking Dawn in a weekend. And my childhood brain went, I'll never read that fast. I'm just never going to read again. So I feel like I don't have that many memories. Like I read like the Shiver series. I remember reading Shiver and like loving it and like Matched and stuff. And I remember reading like the first Cassandra Clare books, but I don't remember anything about them. But I remember reading them. But I don't know if any of them would have made me cry. I also like my birthday's really at the end of the year. Like it's December 28th. And I had a lot of trouble learning to read as a kid. So I don't even know if I really read them. I know that they were in my hands, but I don't know if I got the meanings, you know?
To be fair, there are so many books like that from my childhood where it's like, I know I read that, but did I? Because I have no recollection. Like they're just on my childhood bookshelves and I stare at them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I remember the act of flipping through the pages, but like what did I take out of these? Like I don't know.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, literally.
So fair.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we can keep going. The next one is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. Just the silent nods. It's my favorite.
Honestly, like 3. Like not very much.
Wow.
Yeah. I think maybe a 4.
Okay.
That was where I put it, I
Okay.
think. Yeah. Yeah. Where it's like, okay, we
like
like
some
friends.
variety.
Yeah.
No. I feel like mine's not like super high. I feel like it's like a 5. Like it's not.
That's fair.
It's just a
Yeah.
beautiful story. Like you
It's
just
not
want
like
to
a
cry when you
sob
think
your
about
eyes
it just
out.
because. Yeah, it's just like gorgeous and pretty but also emotionally heartbreaking in a way.
Yeah. I feel like that story's sad. It doesn't have like a heartbreaking moments. When you think about that story, it's sad. But I also didn't love that book as much as I thought I was going to love it, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
Okay,
I know.
You're number one enemy. You are number one enemy now.
Literally.
Just go.
Disconnect. Bye.
I'm kicking you out.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait, have you read other V.E. Schwab?
Loved Barrier Bones. Was like almost a 5. Like I think it like deserves a 5. But like it was a 4.75 for me, and I cried a lot in that book.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I thought Invisible Life was beautifully written.
Yes.
I feel like you just make sense that you'd really enjoy V Schwab. I don't know why. It just like it makes sense to me that you would.
It does make sense.
I'm gonna have to do it.
It does
I'll
make
have to do like a
sense.
full. I know. I know. I haven't read like anything other than those two, but I know I need to. I feel like there's like so many authors that it's like, when you start, you're like, I will not be able to stop. This is gonna be my whole personality for the next year. Like, so I'm committing to the bit when we do this. Yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Wait, do it when it gets into like fall for you guys.
Yes.
I feel like that's perfect for Schwab weather.
Yeah.
It's also, I feel like Red Rising.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have to do that in the fall. I know.
That one's going to be a rough one for you.
I know. Doesn't Pierce Brown draw names out of hats?
He does draw names out of hats.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy writing behavior.
I wonder who he drew out of the hat for this last book that we're all waiting for. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I'm praying for y'all. I'm not part of it yet, but
I don't want to leave it to chance. I don't like that.
It's a crazy writing choice. Like,
scared.
Respect your decisions, but that's rude and mean.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of feels realistic in a way. It's like these characters are going to such high stakes situations all the time that like it does make sense for it to kind of be chance, because you could be the best warrior or whatever,
and
but
still
like anything could happen. Oh no. No.
You're just setting yourself up.
Don't do it. That being said, Addie LaRue,
yes.
I think I would give this a low cry scale too, even though it's like one of my favorite books of all time. I didn't cry so hard. It was mostly just a feeling, like I felt emotional throughout the whole thing, but there wasn't a big like outburst kind of thing. So I would maybe give this like a 2.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah. Like emotional but no cry. So.
Yeah.
Okay. We are going over to Sarah J. Maas for this next one.
Yeah.
We're gonna do acowar, a court of, what does it stand for?
Wings and Ruin.
I was like, hang on, which one is it? This was a long time ago.
Yeah, like a really long time ago. Like, because also I've evolved as a person. Like, because my getting back into reading, I read all of Magnolia Parks until The Great Undoing, and then I read all of ACOWAR, and I didn't cry reading any of Magnolia the first time. Because like I did probably a little bit, but I also like read them like traveling and whatever. I wasn't like a reader yet, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think I cried reading ACOWAR, but I also probably will cry on the reread, I imagine. But I did cry in Silver Flames. I know that. There's like a sisterly quote near the end that made me cry.
Yeah. We love the sisters and like the female friendships.
Yeah.
That one.
I feel like I didn't cry because I read this though when I was like years ago. Like I think about 6 years ago now. Like it was a
like
long
when it came out.
Ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I can remember Silver Flames pretty well, but like I think I need to do a whole reread of this series before we like get to the new ones, because I truly cannot remember. Like I remember everything, but I think I would have a totally different experience reading it again.
As an, I would say as an adult, but not as an adult. Kind of.
I reckon, I don't know, like a 1, I guess. I remember being sad, but...
Wow. Okay, I'm the odd one out because I cried. I cried in this one. I would give this like a 7. I think I'm going to give it a 7. I cried like multiple times, and so we've all established that I am a freak with trivia and I have to study for trivia. So we did this like ACOWAR trivia night here in Toronto, and we all studied for it. And so I reread it and I cried like even more on the reread.
Yes.
So
rereading for trivia night is crazy.
I know, right?
No, literally. No, well, we had a point to prove.
Yeah, okay. You must have.
Apparently.
There was some bad blood somewhere. 5 books?
We had a point. We had a point to prove. I mean, the trivia was only for the first 3, so it was only up to acowar. So we read, it wasn't like as big of a commitment. And we kind of like split up our team, it was like, okay, you read the first, you read the second, you read the third, but I was just an overachiever and I reread all of them because
No, of course.
that's just how I function. Like I
Yes,
can't,
that's fair.
but like anything I do, I have to do really intensely. So
Yes, don't know how to like things a normal amount. You're in a safe
No.
space. Don't worry.
yeah. We
love
always
you
call it
for
like,
it.
yeah. Our podcast is always the safe space. Like no one hurts us over here.
No, it's not allowed.
But like, we don't let it happen.
Yeah.
I think that's our hour mark, though.
Yeah.
So
oh my
many-
gosh, that's gone so quick.
We did the damn
Sometimes it just
thing.
happens. We did it. I feel
Yeah.
like this, our last episode that we recorded too. We were like, why did this pass by so quickly? Like,
Yeah.
has it been an hour? What?
I love it. It's better than too
Yeah.
short. There's nothing worse than like grasping at straws. It's like
Yeah,
to
like,
get
what-
to the hour mark.
What do we talk about now? Just sitting in
Yeah.
silence on a podcast? Oh no.
Literally.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So, Mads, thank you for joining us again, our crying expert that we love so
Yep.
much.
Thank you for having me. It was nice to chat. I feel like it's so fun to chat books with other book girlies. So
Yes,
was fun.
it's
It really
always
is. It's the best.
It's always the best. So everyone, if you don't know Madison Kait, definitely check her out. She's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the things. What are you on
Everything.
anything else? Plug yourself.
no, that's everything. I'm Madison Kait everywhere except for TikTok, and there I'm Letters from Mads.
Love it. I love
That's
it.
the update. Yeah.
Thumbs up. Anytime, like self-promotion, it's always like,
Literally.
all right, that's going to be it for now. So everyone here still listening to the end, thanks for listening wherever you are in the world or whatever time zone you're in.
Until next time, stay comfy and keep reading.
Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on socials for more bookish content.
Bye. See you next week.